get so much inspiration from other people. Just listening to other people talking. I was listening to Steve Harvey this AM, and he was speaking truth, but there were some things that I disagreed with, not with the context, but with some wording. So if I had to tell my younger self anything, if I had my younger selves present themselves to me right now, I would tell them absolutely nothing, truthfully. I would not tell them anything because it would mess up the plan that I was designed to live out, to walk in. I needed every experience and every reaction to that experience to be the person I am today. And people may look at me and be like, well, you ain't nowhere, you ain't got nothing. I got so much more than money could ever buy. My spiritual growth has multiplied exponentially. I have received so many downloads. I have received so much spiritual wisdom. I have became so much closer to the forces that are connected to me. Like, I've literally gotten to know some ancestors. I've gotten to know who is on my spirit team. I have become, and I'm not 100%. I don't even think I've scratched the surface, but I've become spiritually awakened, spiritually aroused. And this is something money can't buy. This explains why I could never seem to connect with the grind hustle, the grind culture, or why none of the businesses that I started stuck, or why I feel like I don't have the energy to do anything that this world calls a career, business, whatever. I just have no desire for it. I can call it drained, but I just don't feel like that's the only thing it is. I feel like nothing in this world, and I've been saying this for the last probably 5 years, nothing in this world excites me. Nothing in this world gives me that, oh yeah, I want to go and do that. Like, literally nothing. I've done things just to make money. I've done things just because it was a part of my experiences that I've gained over the course of the years, like assistant living. I know I love older people, and I connect with them very well. And I went to high school for that for 4 years. Well, nursing assistant. I've gone to high school for nursing assistant for 4 years when I was in high school. But I've always found myself in that field some kind of way where I was connecting with the older population. So for me, starting that this is something I know. I love old people, so why not? Transportation. I've been doing that all my life. I started the transportation business when I was in my early 20s, when I just had my second son. And I've been driving pretty much, not just personally, but I've been driving for the most part professionally my entire adult life. I did concierge because I love assisting people. I love helping people. But there was always this little voice in the back of my head that was telling me that you are putting yourself in the background to put other people in the forefront. I don't want to be in the forefront. Like, that's just not who I am. My hair look a little, excuse me. I need to get my hair done. Anyway. Yeah, I said all of that to say all of these life experiences were necessary. So if I had to go back and tell my younger self anything, I would say absolutely nothing. I would just give her a hug and keep it moving and let her know it's going to be okay. You're all right. You're going to be okay. You are all right. And I know most people are not going to agree with that, because you would want to talk to your younger self and heal your inner child. She will be fine. She's going to get there. Once again, all of these experiences needed to happen, and all of those reactions needed to be in order for me to get to this place that I am today, and where I am going and who I am becoming. If I put my mouth on it, I might mess it up. Loose lips sinks ships. So no, I would tell her absolutely nothing. Like I said, I would give her a hug, let her know it's going to be okay, and I will see you in the future. Just know that I'm going to make it to the other side. That's all you need to know. I am going to make it to the other side. But one thing Steve Harvey said that I didn't agree is when he said we made mistakes. I don't agree with that, because mistakes is almost like a bad or good thing, which I don't believe in. I don't believe in bad and good, because I feel like everything is a necessary attribute of life. What we call bad, what we call good, lower vibrational, higher vibrational, everything is necessary for us to get to the other side. And I've said this before, I really believe that we are evolving our souls. Our souls are evolving for a greater purpose. And somebody took it a step further and said that, and I had this on my spirit as well, that all the information that we're given to source. We're sending source back information. Every single experience, every single moment, every single time we are going through something, even just our pure thoughts, we are sending information back to source. But our souls are evolving for a purpose. I don't know that purpose. I don't need to know all of that. All I know is what I've been given. And that's what I've been told and have been getting over and over again. Our souls are evolving. We need this information. We need these experiences, because these experiences provide information. I've said this before as well. Every space in our body that has a hole, it's going on the inside. What is on the inside? Our souls, right? So that soul is taking all of the data we provide through our experiences, through what we see, through what we hear, through what we eat, we taste, we speak. Everything is going on the inside. So information is going somewhere. Our brains are a portal. That's where our crown chakra is, and God has been giving me that for the last 6 months. Our brains are portals. That's why you hear voices, not hear voices, but you receive information, you receive downloads, you hear your thoughts basically, but that's where you hear other thoughts, and you're like, that's not me. Just know that, yeah, our brains are portals. But yeah, that information is going somewhere, so you got to ask yourself, where is it going and what is it for? Don't take my word for anything. This is why I tell you to sit with yourself, go out in nature, tap in, start eating. I don't do this all the time. Eat high vibrational foods. I gotta be honest. I don't. But I go out in nature. I do drink my water. I do sun gaze when the sun is out. And I've always been more in tune with myself than I have been with the world anyway. So that alone puts me in a position to receive, because I am always in tune with myself. I am always in my brain where I am receiving words. I'm always talking to somebody else in my brain, and it's not, don't take that for because it does sound crazy when I it sounded crazy coming out, but it's not. Like, okay, so one person that I used to see on the corner all the time when I was younger, and this was before I even knew about spiritual awakening. I was in the church actually, and he wound up passing away, and he kept asking me to come to his funeral, and I'm like, I'm not coming to your funeral. No. And I thought literally I was going crazy. But now that I'm older, I'm realizing that I do have that ability. I have that ability to talk to people who are no longer here. I used to see stuff when I was a kid. I used to feel somebody touching my hand as a kid when I was under the age of 10. Almost every night, something would touch my hand. It was a literal hand, and nobody was in my room. A literal hand would touch me. Like, this was to let me know, and I was never scared. I mean, I wouldn't do it now because I would be thrown off. But when I was younger, I was never scared. It was like a comforting type situation. Like, they were comforting me. So I've been in this space since I came onto this planet. At the age of 3, I remember telling myself, like, I just came into myself at the age of 3, and I was like, oh, I'm here. We gotta stop believing the hype that this is not a linear space. This is not linear. You are not a linear being. I am not a linear being. We are multidimensional, whether you want to believe it or not. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's not up for debate on your belief. Like, it is what it is. We are supernatural beings living a human experience. This is so far beyond religion. So far, 11:11, as I just said that. I constantly get confirmations. This is so far beyond religion. You have to get outside of yourself. Stop taking everything as surface level. Stop taking everything from what you have been taught to believe, and what you have been told is true. Seek information for yourself. Start questioning yourself and start listening to yourself. Sit down with yourself. Be quiet. Even when the noise is still going on, you will begin to train yourself to tap into who you are. Everything we've gone through was a necessary experience. Everything we have gone through was necessary. I can't stress that enough. I hope this helps somebody. Have a great day. Love and light to you all.